Okay, good day everyone. You're welcome to Settle's blog today. And today we are going to be discussing something that a lot of our graduates across the globe, especially when it comes to the global south, are always looking at as a vital topic of discussion. And what could that be? We're actually talking about the question of the availability of employment or the inaccessibility to information that supplies this employment. What will you say?
Yes. Okay. The question is, are there really jobs, well-paying jobs, remote jobs, and some persons, some talents are just there and say, I don't really have any job to do. So we want to be just opposing those two questions and saying, okay, what are there no well-paying jobs, and you know, do you actually know where you to look up to if you're seeking such well-paying jobs? So that's what we want to be considering today. Yes, and you are most welcome to the channel today. I remain Joke Tulu and you are most welcome.
Okay, just as you've heard from her, the question is always about these two things. Are there really jobs that can actually take people home? Or you have some jobs that will just drop you at the bus stop of your of your employment. What we meant by this in this part of the world is the fact that people are always asking questions, especially talents that are being thrown out of the universities, of numerous schools of education, are asking this question. And even those that are working somewhere else already, people with experience, some have up to 5, 10, 15 years experience, and they are asking themselves, how can I get well-paying jobs? Or in this world, are there really places across around the globe where they can locate a well-paying job that will take care of their needs so that they can give their best to the organizations that is interested in hiring their services? But tonight, we want to be looking at, is it really a myth that there is possibility of landing some well-paying jobs, or you as a person, you are not being equipped with the right information that will lead you to the right job placement across the globe? What's your take on this?
Okay, or you are not even looking at the right direction. So many people will go to LinkedIn, Indeed, and they just think, I've been reposting my CV, updating myself, going for various MBAs. And mind you, if you're actually looking forward to work remotely, especially you want to work in the global north, well-advanced economies, it's not just about you getting more MBAs, getting more certifications. It's really about your skill set, what you're made up of, what can you do, what can you deliver, and how well equipped are you, what do you know about what is going on, and how adaptable are you to the changes all over the globe now. And that's really what is actually, and that's what we want to be considering, because lots of talent will tell you, I don't have job, and yet there are hundreds, thousands, millions of jobs available, well-paying jobs. So what's actually this imbalance? Where is it coming from? Is it that it's side? Is it the supply side or the demand side of the talent that is not getting it right now? So we want to do the supply and demand equation tonight. I think that's what we're here for.
Do you know that as we presently talk here, or as we presently speak here, there is this experienced engineering graduate with over 15 years experience that is just busy refreshing the job boards, numerous job boards across the globe, and they kept on looking like, when are they going to discover me? When is my CV going to get into the face of those that really pay me the right figures, the right salary, the right remuneration that will actually make me a fulfilled person? But it's like what she is saying, like what you are saying is that it's not the challenge of the existence of well-paying jobs. It seems to be like, where have you been looking at? So it's a problem of look, or where you have been looking for such job opportunities from. Is that what you're trying to communicate?
That, definitely, that's what I'm trying to sort of, because just like that, your tech guy that has been 17 years experienced, well exposed and everything, is not found the right job that will give him the right remuneration that will really take him home. There's also a recruiter somewhere. There's also somebody in the HR of a great company that is actually looking for this role, this specific role of yours, of this talent, and he's saying we're looking for this guru that will help us move us from point A to point B, but we've not been able to find it. So there's this dichotomy. That's where are you really looking at? What are you really doing? How do you want yourself to be discovered? Are you really required of you, or how are you judging your own self as a talent? Because most talents, they judge themselves in their own lenses, just like Mr. Setro's lenses now.
How is that about me?
No.
Let me quickly jump in. For example, just mentioned now, do you know that, okay, this is the kind of mini information to those that are especially residing in the continent of Africa, Nigeria to be precise. Do you know that for the past few weeks, I've been commissioned by an organization to get them a very outstanding head of HR. Until date,
that position is still yet to be fulfilled. Is yet to be filled, rather. And you still see some persons that are qualified HR, what's it called, talent, and they are right there on their desk. They are tired of where they are. They needed a better exposure. They needed a better pay. They needed a better organization that will help with their career growth. Yet, the opportunity is with Mr. Setro. And I've been looking for that right person. That right talent.
Yeah.
And, but the thing is, there are criteria. You're looking out, there are criteria. The organization already sets criteria for you. Am I right on that?
Yes.
Yes, the organization, they have their own culture. They have what they're looking for. They have why they are in business. And every talent out there, I've been through, I've sat on the panel because in this HR work, I've been there, and when we sit on the recruitment table and you see different talents coming in. In fact,
let me remind you some. You tell some, can we meet you, please? They'll be like, yes, I'm here now.
Yes.
Or they will ask you where.
There was an interview one day. A lady was actually, I think she was, if not naked. She was, I said, turn on your camera. She was like, oh, can we meet you? Should I come now? As in different things.
So what you're trying to say is that there is a difference between existing job opportunities and existing experience that actually match that job opportunities.
And existing, there's what is called a joint seller commodity. Like a talent now, you are labor, you're a joint seller. What you're selling, it's inside you. That's one of the greatest characteristics of labor, joint seller commodity. Everything you're selling, it's about you. If you're selling this table, it's outside you. But if you're selling your talents, the labor, it's within you. But the thing is, are you up to date? It's not, I still mean it when I mean, are you judging yourself? Are you judging yourself from your own lenses or from the lenses, just like this organization that Mr. Setro is recruiting for presently? They have criteria, and it's been looking for HR heads that meet up to this criteria. It's not found. It's over months now. Yes, there are millions of vacancies, but the thing is, have you positioned yourself to be highly marketable, to be highly recruitable? Do you have the required skill sets that will make you that talent that is needed? I think that's what we're looking at. And where are you looking out for this opportunities? Where are you going to? It's not just on the major job boards and the like, and that's why we're here today. I think we have Mr. Josh on the background. Wow. Mr. Josh, you're most welcome tonight.
Mr. Josh, happy to have you in. Okay.
Maybe he's having.
Yeah. I think I have Jim Barak. I wanted to say Josh. I wanted to say Josh Barak. Hello, Mr. Josh.
Mr. Josh.
Good evening. My pleasure.
You're,
It's my pleasure being here. Good evening.
you're most welcome.
Okay, so
Thank
today
you.
we are talking about the kind of invisible dichotomy between opportunities for well-deserved or well-deserving talent that have experiences in the numerous field of endeavor, but yet they are not being able, they are not able to find themselves getting the placement into the right job that is fit to their level of experience. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Josh?
Say that again. Say, come again, please.
Okay. Okay. We are talking about the challenge of talent with experience in their numerous field of endeavors, but they are working in a particular organization that they are not fulfilled yet. They are they're having this mirage, this mindset that there is no well-paying job anywhere. Let me just keep on managing this one till I retire or whatever. But at the other side, we have this recruitment agency. We have IRAs like us and yourself in the UK that are looking for talent that are going to be well remunerated, but they must come with some quality skills on the job. Now, how do we demystify this challenge?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak on this. It's quite unfortunate, and that is what you call life. Um, it is it's like like a beautiful woman in the dark. I think I've said this, I've said that before, and I'm also going to say it. Okay, you have what it requires. You have the qualifications, you have the experience, but maybe as a result of proper packaging, proper putting your CV together, or attending the interview, the jobs are there in millions. In fact, I would say in
Yes.
billions all over the world.
Yes.
The jobs are there all over the world. But if you don't position yourself, you cannot get it. Right? So that is the major problem. You believe that the jobs are not there, or maybe it's a question of how have you been able to put your CV together. Because I think we have spoken around that um, before now. There are basic expectations that a CV resume that it should meet for you to be considered. Because there are levels to all this. From the point where you submit your CV, in fact, from the point where you apply to the point, let me even say from the point where you put your CV together, you apply, you submitted your CV, it's another way you scale through they invited you and you are unable to. So the jobs are there, but your inability not to get it is as a result of a whole lot of factors. Right? So the jobs are there. So it's your inability to position yourself for you to be able to be considered. So saying the jobs are not there is a fallacy. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so very much, sir. And I might need to mention this that according to some research that were embarked upon by Data Point, which happens to be a LinkedIn workforce report, cited across multiple 2025 recruiters industry analysis that over 85% of of jobs that were gotten came through referrals. Over 85% of jobs in 2025 that were secured came through referrals. That is opening up some form of discussion in the sense that a lot of talent rather, have neglected some aspects of nailing some job opportunity, which is the aspect of job quality turnout that will now propel referrals for you.
That's
What do you
good.
have to say about that?
Okay, I think when I started recruitment, and there was this very good talent that I recruited for a company, and the talent was exceptional. Do you know that I got so many referrals? That business referred me to so many. You just say, I got your contact from this, I got your contact from this. That same singular talent. So it's all about that. That's just where we're going to. Who are you? What do you have? What are you made up of? What are the skill sets you carry? And are you flexible? Are you adaptable to changes in the world of AI right now? Can you learn and unlearn? It's not just that you're used to it. It has to be this way, and that's how you've known it. What they say, we had a meeting, we had a managerial meeting at work on Friday, and we're doing some things, we're following some processes. And our CEO had to say, no, we don't have to do it this way. Although it was somehow hurting, but I said, okay, I went back to the drawing board. Let's start, let's reroute, let's do it this way. That's what is obtainable now. If you want to scale through the fact that you'll be saying there is no job, there are billions of jobs, just like Mr. Joshua said. There are billions of jobs out there, well-paying jobs. But do you have what it takes to secure them? Do you have what it takes? Do you have that ownership mentality that you work with all your mind? You give it all it takes. Even at the middle of the night, you're working. You are not the one that they'll say, okay, let's see you on camera and say, no, this is hard today. I don't want to start today. Who says that in this era? You go out of your way just to get things done. You are accountable. You have integrity. You are you have the culture of excellence. Whatever you're doing, you are detailed to the point. Attention to details. You pay attention. I think that was what that talent did. That talent really made me proud in where I was there.
She just cited a very good example of a positive referral coming through a talent. Now, I have a negative one to share with you. True life story. I ended up recruiting some set of persons for an organization. And at the end of the day, while the interview was even on, the particular expected, they will usually ask you what's your expected salary, what's your current salary, what's your expected salary, and the likes. By the time we go to the expected salary, we just look at it that, wow, we need to up the game for these guys. We delivered the job into their hands at a much higher actual salary, which was greater than their expected salary. Do we expect that this particular chap will behave himself accordingly? But instead of that, these talents are forgotten the fact that majority of the best jobs in the world are landed on your table based on referrals. Even the jobs that you are opportune to secure on your own. Even the jobs that you are opportune to secure on your own, you will discover when they are conducting interview for you or they are asking you to submit your CV, they will use this particular word, contact of your referrals. Meaning that before your probation period, the organization wants to get some affirmation from some group of persons or some persons, companies, sometimes even your religious associations, your family members sometimes might be contacted. Why? Because there is need of approval of who you are. And at this, we are talking of your character formation, how you do what you do that will make the right set of persons to want to work, to refer you on that job. Now, there was another study that was conducted in 2021 by Harvard, and it was done through the placement of some workers to understudy how recruitment are being done. It came out that about 50% of employment opportunities were filled up based on referrals. Oh, I know this one. This one can actually
They
do
were not
this.
even openly placed. Those
No, before they were openly placed, but before they were openly placed, majority of the spaces are already filled. Why? Because you have a colleague that you worked with in this organization B or A or C, and those fellow talents that you work with in organization A, they might have migrated to one place or the other, and they will discover, oh, Michael can actually perform better on this CRM job. Wow. When there is opportunity, oh, they can walk up to their boss and say, I have somebody that can actually do this job better. Wow. They will reach out for you. So those are the means, those are some of the means that numerous jobs are landing on people's table, whereas if you are just there, all you are concentrating on is on job boards and you are refreshing the system, you might refresh it into the nearest 10,000 years and your CV will still stay intact.
And you don't, and the fact is, if you don't have a good track record of excellence, that is just the key thing. Where you've ever worked before, or who are you? What's your character traits? What's your personality traits?
Are you the one that once job lands on your table is consumed dead on arrival because it will never move from that table? We used to have a colleague that once is a process. Once we are done with, you see everybody keeping to time on the process, but once it gets to this colleague's table, oh, forget it. You have to put pressure before the job. And the challenge is not that this particular talent doesn't know what he ought to do, but he's already busied out, clouded out with several unwanted distractions.
That's just it. As in, that's where we're actually going to. And what you're talking about today is you want to land, you want to earn, you want to be placed in the best of remote jobs. Before we go on, we'll still tell you about Deep Talent, www.deeptalentplatform.com. That will also be of a great help to you if you're looking for the best of remote job placement. But it's not just to go there, because even right there on Deep Talent, it's 1% of the best 3% in the world that are being considered for placements into various employments in the global north. Now, before you count yourself, remember I said something that, are you judging yourself? Are you judging yourself based on your own certifications, on your own, all that you've done, all that you've been able to get together, and you say, this is who I am. I'm a certified accountant. I'm a certified project manager. Have you taken out time to say, what have I managed? How have I done it? How is your character trait? How is your ability to imbibe the culture of the organization? How are you with people, social interaction, just like what he was saying? So all these things are going to come together to say, will you be able to fit well into this role? And where are you looking at? Don't just be looking at it that it's going to fly from heaven. No, it's going to come from what you've done before. And it's going to come, even these jobs that are right there available for you on Deep Talent, they are going to come based on what we've seen you do before. So if you are thinking to work with employers in the global north, for those of us that are coming from the global south, we know, we really, especially in Nigeria, we like certificates. I finished from this school, I have these certifications that are very good. But what are your hands-on experience? What have you done? I've managed so projects. What's $10 million with this time record, and we were able to meet up with all the requirements and this and that. They want to see what you've been able to do, what you'll be able to come out with. You were able to manage the people very well, manage the project, and all the parties involved were really they said, yes, you've done it well. So that's what we're talking about today.
And please do remember that if you really need to land the best of jobs, most times the best of well-paying jobs are not on your Indeed, your LinkedIn, and the rest of the job boards that are available out there. Most of the time, they are quietly made from information passage from one particular contact or the other. And that's why I'm going to share this story with you. I landed the biggest job of my life while I was in another bank. And I was given the task to go and get some XYZ amount of target. I decided to travel. And lo and behold, it was
Correct.
it was a test of character. I was traveling back to my school, University of Benin then. And along the line, I met an old man in the bus. That was all it took. How do I mean? I was nice to the man. We started talking, we started gisting. Before Jack Robinson could be spelled, that was not just an ordinary old man. He was actually a secretary to one of the biggest shops in the banking industry then. And within a week or two, I was called in for interview, and the rest is history. Where I was coming from, I ended up being paid more than,
Nice.
be nice, more than 16 times
Hmm.
of where I was coming from,
Just the good
just
side.
because of character formation. So if you're out there and you are seeing this live stream, please make do of this opportunity. Visit our website www.deeptalentplatform.com. I will share the link with us here. If you know that you are among one of the best in your field, especially spanning through finance,
Compliance.
compliance,
Risk management,
risk management,
Tech.
tech, and the likes of them.
Operations.
Just go over to our website, look through the job opportunities there, and remember, as you are looking through the job opportunities, your character formation, which will be displayed also from time T of your CV, your mannerism, your presentation, and the like, because we are supplying job opportunities to talent in the global south that want to work for clients in the global north. And the clients in the global north, they do not feed on excuses. So we continue with this. Okay, Mr. Josh,
Yeah.
I can see that the network was not playing with you over there
At all,
today.
at all. It's dealing
What
with
happened
me.
to UK network?
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. I don't know why the laptop is not connecting with the camera and all that, but
Wow.
Wow,
can make do with my phone. So sorry about that.
no problem. So before we go further, we need to ask ourselves this question: do you still think that there are no well-paying jobs out there, or it is your lack of access to information that is making you live in that bubble, the bubble of the
Some
non-existence of well-paying jobs?
some persons actually don't believe it. I saw the okay. You were actually on a phone call with a talent in an organization. So he saw your post about some job offers and he said about the talent. Does it really? Is it really? Mr. Josh, you won't believe some right here in Nigeria. Some talents don't know that these opportunities actually exist. They think it's like, don't let me say, I don't want to say, yeah. They think it's like all these fraudulent stuff, like it's not real. So, Mr. Josh, can you just expatiate on the fact that these job opportunities are real? And what do you think hirers in the global north are really looking out for in these talents? What they need to have so that they stand out to gain such job placements?
Yeah. Irrespective of where you are, whether you are in the global north or global south or wherever. I mean, at every given time, companies hire are looking for people to get the job done anywhere. But we are now saying, okay, let's narrow it to the global north, um, where we actually hirers for deep talent are. The jobs are there in not even in millions, I would say in billions. But like I said earlier on, visibility. When you are not visible, visible physically, visible by your CV. So, and from the global north, like Toluwanis said, that what are those things that hirer in the global north are actually looking out for? Yes, first of all, you are looking for who can do the job, who is going to do the job excellently, who will deliver value, not just tasker. Somebody will just do the task. Who will deliver value? If you are not value oriented, it will be difficult. Even if you are considered an error, it's a question of time, it will throw you out. Central has already said it. Now, number one thing, you should be able to communicate clearly. No matter how good you are, if you cannot communicate, and when we are talking about communication, it's two ways. You communicate from this side and from the other side, they understand you. Once that one doesn't happen, does not take place, you will not be considered. And also, you could qualify, but maybe from the way your resume, if it does not well structure to convince the employer that they will throw your CV out. And right? So there are a lot of factors to be considered. And that's why, as part of what we put in place in Deep Talent, training and retraining. That's why we have Deep Talent Academy, so that those that are looking for a job, especially from the global south, who are not attuned with what it takes to operate excellently, we train them. We train them and we continue to retrain them so that they will be able to fit in perfectly when eventually they land the job. Because in the global north, hirers are looking for those that fit into the culture. Culture is a big factor. Yes, even as it applies to organizations, so also it applies to countries, regions. If you cannot fit in into that culture, you cannot operate, you cannot work. And there are a lot of others. Maybe we've been saying it. No, we still need to repeat ourselves. Yeah, for the purpose of our audience to understand how to position themselves to get this job and better the lot of their family. If you are not an excellent timekeeper, in the global north, they don't compromise. 10 o'clock is 10 o'clock. Maybe if they give you the grace, maybe 5 minutes. It's very rare. So you must be time conscious. You must be able to manage yourself. Just manage yourself, manage your time, manage your energy. If you cannot keep to time, you cannot get the job. If you get it, it's a question of time to throw you out. So there are so many of these factors why a whole lot of people cannot get the job, which make them to believe that the jobs are not there. The jobs are there. The jobs are there. There are millions of companies. There are new projects every now and then. So they are looking for people to fill in. But unfortunately, because of some of these factors that we have enumerated, they cannot get it. Part of what the employer or hirer in the global north, what they are also looking for, I think I've said it, but in a different way. They want to hire you to come and perform to come and get something done. Maybe you are business development, You are coming to increase the sales, to to contribute into the bottom line and all that. But if you are unable to do that, or you are unable to prove yourself in the process of while you are being interviewed, you can't get the job.
Wow, I think
Mr. Central, you are saying something? Hello? Okay, so I'm going to stop at this point. Hello?
How are you doing, Josh?
Oh,
Can I push back on you a little bit?
okay, please go ahead. Thank you.
Yes. Recently, AI companies are utilizing algorithms and more efficient ways of handling things, and we've had a recent amount of layoffs that's continued over, I would say, the last 2 years here in America, where it seems like a lot of computing skills are being put to the wayside. Now, when you say that there's millions of jobs and even billions, you said, there's a lot of people here. I mean, when you say the global north, the global south, the north, we're actually, I find it like we're in decline, and these type of remote jobs are actually, I mean, just tell me, how is your basis for recruiting going to compete with the fact that many jobs are being already lost? And let me ask you a further question. There's so many people with degrees and talents already out here from schools and colleges that can't find jobs. So tell me what you think about that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jimbarak. Yeah, yes, the pace of labor market is changing as a result of artificial intelligence. And we have seen over the years, in the last 1 year, how companies are laying off because of because they adopt artificial intelligence. However, however, from what I understand and that I know, these jobs is just like as you speak now, I have need for 3 staff, three for our three as we speak. And I've experienced, I live in England, and in fact, in the last 6 months, I have interviewed several that I struggle to see one. So even me, at my own stage, I have need for employee that I want to recruit. So also millions of SMEs. So also millions of companies. Yes, we understand what AI is doing to jobs, but yours truly, AI is creating more jobs. AI itself is creating jobs.
Okay, so are you saying it's creating more jobs because it's creating efficiency, and that you're trying to be ahead of the curve?
It's not creating inefficiency, so to say. It's not creating efficiency. Um, for clarity's sake, artificial intelligence is not creating inefficiency. What activity at AI itself is creating jobs. From a standpoint here, however, even the adoption of artificial intelligence, even here in the global north, is not total. It's still evolving, right? So there are, in fact, as we speak, there are a lot of jobs that do not, or jobs that they don't even require the knowledge of artificial intelligence.
Right, right. Yeah, because I agree with you that the potential for AI is greater than what the negative aspects of AI
Absolutely,
are.
absolutely, absolutely.
Right. Now, does Deo, I think he kind of thinks that AI is kind of going to take our jobs eventually. Is that what you not said one time, Dale?
Okay, for clarity's sake, there are jobs that artificial intelligence will not do.
Right. Construction, plumbing,
Hello.
electricians.
Hospitals and all that, at least for now, and there are lot and lot and lot, right? That is one.
Healthcare, right? Yep.
Yes, healthcare, there are lots. And another thing is, as AI is taking over jobs, they are also recreating jobs.
I agree.
Yes. Yeah, we might say, okay, there was a time we had this that AI will take over jobs, and there will be need for universal basic credit, right? But
Right.
yes, that is maybe in the nearest future. But as we speak now, the jobs are still there. AI is even creating more jobs. AI is still creating more jobs. But in the long run, the idea of AI taking over the jobs will not achieve it, but significantly it will
Right.
reduce it. But as we speak now, so many companies are looking for who will do the job.
Right.
And
And do you think that the training that AI will provide your recruits will improve their skills?
yes,
Right.
that is that
Okay.
is the idea that AI
Right.
is for. Okay, Mr. Jimbara, you want to say something?
Yes, I understood what you said. Yes. I think what my issue is, how many jobs are going to be taken away that are people that were dependent upon those jobs, and then where do the new jobs go to, and for the people trying to get the new jobs, how do they get the training?
Okay, um, in the history of the world, I will say there is no better time before like what we have now in terms of there is no training that you have that is AI will not provide for you. There is no training in any aspect of in any field of endeavor that you cannot. I'm saying it again. Unlike in those days, that's okay, you need to go to a structured learning environment that will take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years.
Yep.
Today, at the comfort of your home, if you know the right thing to do, leveraging on
Right.
artificial intelligence, you can learn anything
It's
and you
like
can
the
get
gold rush.
position.
It's like the gold rush out here in America. When the Westerners, knew about gold, what did they do? They ran out to go find the gold, right?
Absolutely, exactly. Yes,
Yes.
you are taking us back to memory lane. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Setra, are you back?
No, we
We
can't
can't hear
hear
you.
you.
We can't hear you.
Okay, so sorry, I was having a little bit of a network glitch.
Yeah.
Now, let me quickly respond to the question with respect to whether AI is taking our job or not. Just like we have some years back when IBM typewriter was introduced. Sorry, when IBM typewriter were phased out as a result of the influx of computers, you discover that it appeared as though a lot of persons lost their job. People that have gone for trainings as secretarial training, and the likes of them, they actually lost their job because they were used to the former use of typewriters and the like, typewriting machine. But with time, when they discovered that computers are now jobs, the only thing that they need to do to get their job trained on how to use computer. And that was the period that the dot-com era, that everybody started learning desktop publishing and the likes. So the same is applicable to what we have now, in the sense that talents out there just need to abreast themselves. They need to speed up the desire in them to learn fast, to grab what their particular role in any organization demands, with respect to what ability to efficiently turn out results with minimal time, within minimal timing. And that is what AI is currently doing. So it's never a problem, but it's never a problem that will not be resolved in the long run. But in this short run, there is actually this challenge of unemployment, or what's it called, as a result of introduction of AI. And let me put this straight, that according to International Labour Organization, they stated that for 2026, report holds that global unemployment still at roughly 4.9%. 4.9% global unemployment. That's what we presently are facing. And
Wait a minute. Do you believe in those numbers? I mean, here in America, they don't count the gross domestic. They don't even think about your rent here for
gross
inflation.
domestic what?
Product. Like, so, like, for example, here in America, when we go analyze inflation, they don't include your rent going up or your food prices going up. So that has a direct effect to unemployment. Do you think those numbers are true? Because that is not true. Those numbers are not true. You gotta, I mean, seriously, in America, the honest approach to it would be around 9 to 12% unemployment easily.
But that is just America. Hold on. That is just
Okay.
America. But we are talking about the globe, the entire globe. 8 billion people in the world.
Man, how do you get 8 billion people to get a concise, data-driven, 100% backed up by other people? How do you get that information? From who?
Across the countries, even in Africa, in
What?
Nigeria. Hold on.
What?
In Nigeria, as much as they might rank Africa as a third world country, there are bodies that they might rank Africa as a third world continent, or what have you, or Nigeria as a third world country. Please note that in every countries of the world, there are bodies that are saddled with the responsibility to work with data, to work with the statistics, and that's what.
And who pays those? And how do those companies make their money? Who pays them?
You are not audible again, Jim.
What?
You said what?
I said those companies that are responsible for managing the data that you
Yes,
said that could. Okay, how do they get paid?
How do they get paid?
Yeah, how do they make money? How do they get to the ability to collect the data? Somebody has to pay them to do that work, don't they?
I'm losing you. Your audio is
It's oscillating.
But if I can answer the part I heard from you, how do they get paid? It's very simple. Each countries set up this body to take care of their statistics, to take care of this record. That is what they are born to do. That is what they are set up to do. And for example, for your information, I am a statistician. I studied economic statistics from the university. So we have lots of persons that have gone to study along that line. They are saddled with this responsibility, and their payment comes from whatever parastatal that has set them up. So that's how they get paid. But don't let us forget the fact that we are working. If you are working with America statistics, America is not even the largest country in the world. America is just about how many millions.
Yeah, but it's the world's currency.
And it's not about that. It's about, we are talking about the numbers of people that are unemployed now, not the numbers of currency that are not employed. So we are talking about the numbers of people that are unemployed in the world, and International Labour Organization is putting the figure to roughly 4.9%. Now, if you begin to pick each countries individually, you know, I'm surprised that you are even screaming. The country that should be screaming should be Nigeria, because unemployment in Nigeria is not even a single figure, a single digit figure that you are talking about. It is double digit figure, and I don't want to.
Right. What is Nigeria's unemployment rate?
Presently, all I can tell you is that it's a double figure unemployment rate.
Oh, it's double figure.
I don't want to go into
I mean, it's an important discussion, because I think that the 2/3 of the world lives under $20 a day. I mean, so the poverty is a relationship to jobs. And so
Jim?
Did you say $20 a day?
Yeah, like 2/3 of the world live on, like, you could go to India, and which is one of the largest populated countries in the world, and just go look up India's average salary per year. Now, you know what they call India has what they call a caste system, right? You guys know about that?
Let me get something clear. Did you say what's it called? The poverty rate is measured at $20 per day.
If you compare, okay, fine. You want facts? I'll go with facts. How many people do you think in the world make enough money to live on? Do you think it's 1/3, 2/3? Do you think, how many people make enough money to live on? Or you think there's more people that are poor? Because
definitely at the apex of statistics lies a narrow path. So it is that narrow path that is telling you that usually you have lesser number of persons that are rich, while large majority, that's why they are called majority are wallowing below or between the poverty line. So that is it. And that's why I wanted to ask you, when I add $20 per day,
that was off the top of my head. Yeah, I should have looked it up before I did it. But you know what?
$20
it's probably less. It's probably less.
If you are spending $20 per day, you are not below the poverty level. In short, you are dancing above it. What's it called? Below poverty level, you're talking about $2 to $3 per day.
Right. It's even lower than 20, right?
Lower than 4. Lower than $4 per day. $2 or $3.
Okay. And so you think the numbers you're getting are factual, that it's 4.5 something percent? You think that you're saying the global unemployment is 4.5%? That's what you're saying. Because that's not true. No, that's no way that is true, Deo. No, Deo, come on. No way is that true.
In the world of statistics, you fine-tune data. You only work with average. You cannot to hold some variables constant. And we all know that.
Where's Josh? I want to talk to him about this.
Are constant. Not all factors are constant in the world, but we work with that assumption. And for them to have come up with this, that is something. But you know, the fact is this, that aside these statistics, even with the growing numbers of talents that are looking for jobs, that are not employed, that are either being, there's something we call underemployed in the world of economics. Either they are underemployed or they are not employed at all. Most of the time, if you run the analysis very well, you will discover that some of these people even have the opportunity to be employed. It's just that there is this dichotomy of information. There is this absence of right information in
Training,
their
training, getting the people to fill the gap, to train them, right? That's the big thing.
before you get people to fill the gap,
You have to
they
train
need
yourself.
to be aware. We are talking,
Right.
the people need to be aware. Just like at the start of this live stream, I mentioned the fact that there is this young man, an engineering graduate, that has been working brilliantly for over 15 to 17 years, and he has been underpaid, and he's resuming to this job. He's doing it back to back, but little did he know, and within himself he's saying, oh, there is no better paying job opportunities out there. But little does he know that the challenge between him and the better opportunities, the better paying jobs, is access to information. And that access to information is the reason why we have gathered this night to talk about opening the eyes of those that can actually do the job, but they are not exposed to where this job opportunity lies. And that is one key thing that Deep Talent Platform is trying to bring as awareness to large numbers of this talent, telling them that look up, wake up. We know you are brilliant, you are working somewhere, and you are very dedicated at it. But what if we tell you that the present job that you are doing, that they are paying you, let's assume they are paying you $5 at the end of the month. We at Deep Talent can actually get you a job that will be paying you $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,500. But guess what? Because so many people are so myopic, they have been, there is a way you'll be so used to poverty that even when God opens the windows of heaven and is dropping in some gold coin, you will say, no, that must be fake. That's not a miracle. That must be fake. Maybe I'm dreaming. That is exactly what we experience. Some persons are even telling us that, are you sure there is a job that can pay me this much as compared to what I am presently doing? And I've been working with them for 17 years and they are paying me. Some are paid less than, I don't want to bring their ego down. Some are a very low amount. But when you now come and you're telling them this, it is when they open up to receive such information, which is what we are quietly doing now. We are educating the workforce to understand that there is these job opportunities. In short, there are numerous job opportunities in their thousands, in their hundreds of thousands that are not that are not going to be based on limitation. That you don't have to be limited based on your geographical location. But these jobs are there. In short, they are looking for the right set of skill to employ and to give them the best form of treatment, the best form of take-home pay to make them comfortable so that they can think well and add more value to the organization. How about that?
That's so true. And the concern of Jim about AI has not come to take away your job. AI is going to only take away jobs of those that are not AI compliant. In the year 2000, they said if you are not a Y2K compliant, like if you're not a computer literate, you're not part of this system. So AI is not, so many persons are still seeing AI as a devil. See, like an accountant now, or like a project manager, like an HR specialist that I am, there are some tasks normally in my work role that I would have done for days. But with the use of AI, I get those tasks done like less than 10, 15 minutes with the use of AI, with the use of the right prompts. Do you understand? Prompt engineering and every other thing like that. So AI is not coming to take away people's job. Yeah. But AI is going to take away jobs of those that are not ready to learn and unlearn. Do you understand? So what is happening right now is that was why I spoke about adaptability when I started that. Are you ready to adapt to what is in vogue, what is happening in that workspace? Are you ready to learn and unlearn what you've learned that you think this is the best approach to this? Just like I said, we had a meeting at work and we're told that no, we shouldn't continue with this approach. This approach is better. So I was really ready to unlearn that one and learn the new one. So people that are ready to adapt now, that are really adaptable, and they really want to be AI compliant, let me say it that way, they are going to be in their job. They are going to even have more better paying jobs. They are going to go, they're really, really going to grow. So if you are still of the opinion, what you need to do is, how can AI simplify my job processes? That's the right thing you should be asking. How can I be a better person with the use of AI? My role now, when I go online, I search what are, for me as an HR specialist, to be best at what I do. It's not just that you just keep on sticking on to the old ways of doing things. No, there are different AI tools for different tasks, for different purposes. So you don't, what are you saying?
I just want to
AI tools, different AI tools for different tasks, for different purposes. So the ones that are useful for editing, like my daughters now, they are very good at editing and all the likes. The AI tools they are using are not the ones I am using. And the ones I'm using, when one of my daughters got one of the AI tools now, she said, it's so boring. It's because I'm an HR specialist. That's what is good for me. But yours is what is good for you.
now.
So that's just it.
You imagine that there is a recruitment opportunity coming from an organization that is willing to pay higher, to pay better, to give you better work environment and work exposure. But you are showing up with only figures of years of experience. But your tools are outdated.
Yes, obsolete.
The results that a fresh graduate will churn out in 3 hours, in 2 hours, in 30 minutes, you are using 3 days, which is almost a week, to turn it out. How do you expect how do you expect the employer of labor to look at your site? So that is why we are here, to educate everyone that majority of the time we tend to be carried away with the misconception that there are no better paying jobs out there. That all the, in short, I've heard some talent, some job seekers saying, don't mind all these employers of labor. They are just employing people for their personal use and personal gain. They are not ready to pay. But let me tell you, somewhere across the corners of the world, thousands and hundreds of thousands of employers, of businesses, of organizations, of boutiques are looking for the competencies of yours. They want to engage you, they want to employ you, and they want to pay you the sum that will make you more devoted to that job and also encourage your career growth. So what are we saying? Provided you are ready to learn. But if you are not ready to learn, you just want to continue with your, I've been 15 years in banking and finance, I've been 27 years in, and you are not really ready to jump in and move with the current trend to improve. Can you hear me now? Okay, so you need to really work on this. Jim Barak, I want to believe your network is okay now. Wow. Okay, so Mr. Josh, as while we wait for Jim Barak's network to be okay, Mr. Josh, what will be your, because tonight's live stream is just a 1 hour timing. So, Jimbara, can you hear us? Wow. Okay.
I think I can. Let me see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. We can hear you clearly now.
You can hear me?
So, Jim, with what we've discussed so far, do you still believe that AI is not taking anybody's job, but it's going to take away the jobs of those that refuse to embrace it and run with it to their advantage?
Mr. Josh, can you help him, please?
Well, probably yes to both.
Chief,
I get this weird echo. I lost my phone. I was streaming with you guys. I know this is
Whoa, what happened?
What happened?
Wow.
it overheated. My phone overheated. So I'm on a 10-second delay. I'm on.
Okay.
And I'm on.
You're on the computer.
Okay.
Okay, that's why you have. Wow, wow. So sorry about that. And we needed your contribution to this because that angle that you came in from is actually a very, very vital angle. A lot of persons, a lot of talent, a lot of people, persons across the globe have been scared that AI is taking jobs. Yes, AI will definitely, at this pick-up stage, AI will take a lot of persons' job, a lot of talent will lose their jobs to AI, but they come back. There is always this comeback
He's
because
raising his hand.
they that humans will go back and learn what the AI is doing and learn how to use it to their advantage. And when the humans come back, because forget about the fact that AI is very smart and all the likes, there is something about man that is yet to be discovered. So when we are pushed to the wall, we move out of the comfort zone and we bring out the
Right.
best of the best from within. That is something that AI cannot do because AI has to be garbage in, garbage out. So as AI is advancing, human neurons and what have you, the ability to think fast and to break out of the shell is also pushing us to understudy the AI and to see how we can use it to better our lot. And mind you, there are some jobs AI can never do. So have some of these jobs out there that the AI can never source, as in can never do. We have some, even as photography, a lot of persons are complaining that AI has taken photography business out of their hands. But let me tell you, presently we have some customers that are refusing to allow their jobs to be processed with AI. They will tell you, I'm going to pay more, but I want realistic photos. I want pictures that are not too good to be true. You can imagine that. They want something that is just like um, just like what we have in the shoe industry, whereby the price for shoes that are massively produced are cheaper to the shoes produce, and people are ready to pay more for bespoke shoes than for massively produced shoes. The same is going to happen to AI very soon. People want novels that some persons want novels that are written by humans, and you cook up the story. And once you pick up such story, you will see the handwork of AI. There is this tonality that comes in when AI is the one bringing out some concept, as compared to when that's your brain of yours, just like that I'm talking now. You will actually know when I'm talking
Right.
and when I'm reading from AI.
Yeah.
You said what?
So, like I said, I'm on a delay. I'm so sorry. Let's just put it this way. It's terrible because I get this echo. I can't even do this.
Just continue. We can.
Kids are being taught how to be efficient and how to pass a test in school. Even in the colleges. I need to mute this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Or no?
We can hear you.
Yes,
Continue.
yes.
Just continue.
Yes.
No, you can't hear me, right?
We can hear you. We can
hear you.
All right. I'm going to keep going. So I know, but I get to hear everything 10 seconds after. And then it causes me to, I can't do anything.
Mr. Josh.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Mr. Judge, can you rescue
It's terrible.
Okay. We are going to wrap up here. So, Jim Barak, I want you to just go ahead give us your, once you start talking, just continue. We can hear you.
Yes.
Just give us your closing remark on this topic of tonight. Barak, Mr. George, can you give us your closing remark tonight?
Okay. My closing arguments are AI efficiency will improve jobs, but the amount of jobs that will be lost in the mid to build between the gap is going to be so dramatic that it could almost push AI into a negative viewpoint within the public. Let's just put it that way.
Wow, that's wonderful. I love the fact that you stick to your view. That your view, to some extent, is true, but humans are so sporadic in nature that they tend to come with a lot of surprise. That even God was surprised that are these the set of humans that I created, because we are always full of surprises. Who could have said that the little boy David that was very humble will end up instigating something to cover up his wicked act of Uriah's wife. So that's the concept of human. We always come out spontaneous, and even God is scared of human being, if I can use that word. Now, the fact is this: no matter how brilliant AI is, there is someone behind the masquerade of AI, and that is still human. So the human aspect will still thrive, will still come up, and will still overshadow whatever the influence of AI is. And when I mean overshadow, we borrow from the AI, utilize it well for ourselves. So what's your closing remark?
I think what we should be considering is we should have good humans behind the AI. We should go beyond using AI to really creating AIs. And how will I say it? Because people right now they are just making use of AI tools, but we have the people that are coming up with the real AIs themselves. And I think that's what people right here in Africa and the global South should look at, that we should not just be consuming the AI, but we should also develop, we should grow into having our own set of AIs that are compliant to what we have from our hand here in the global South, in everything that we're doing. And by so doing, if we can really come up with this, when we have the good humans behind the AI, so all the fears of Jim Barak and so many persons that feel AI is going to overrun humans and this, that, they will actually be mitigated. So it's all about the people behind, because AI is garbage in, garbage out. It's what you give to that AI that is going to do. So if we have more of good minds coming up with different AI tools, and I think most persons now are coming up with this, I think this is what we should work on more, and work on being that real person, what you ought to do with all your heart for you to secure the type of job you are talking about, which is what we started with. So there are jobs everywhere. So don't forget to visit www.deeptalentplatform.com if you really want to get placed into the right remote jobs and all the likes. But make sure you have what it takes, skill set. Make sure you have hands-on experience. Make sure you can learn and unlearn. You are adaptable. Make sure you're keen on time management, just like Mr. George said, and cultural fit. Make sure you are able to fit into the culture of the organization. You see yourself getting into what they need. You can add value. You add value.
Right.
Not just that.
But they need. But this is the issue. You guys do need consultants. You do need consultants, because this is the major issue. You're asking these people to like meld into their culture. So it's going to need work.
Yeah,
yes, we do know.
That's why we have an aspect of Deep Talent that is into the mentorship aspect.
Yes.
They are the ones that are going to ensure that this talent are properly mentored,
Mentored.
even while they are being recruited. They are properly mentored, and the mentorship is tailored towards understanding the culture in the global north,
Right.
so that,
Right.
so that they can deliver what is expected of them with the right culture embedded in them.
Also
Yes.
consider their particular hirers.
Yeah.
Particular companies hiring them.
So with what we've discussed tonight, in which we have the question, there are no well-paying jobs, which is a misconception or a conception by some persons, and some other persons saying that no, it's not that there are no well-paying jobs. The question should be, do you know where to look?
No, I think there's also the competition factor. I'm so sorry. There's so much AI going to replace this. With the competition, if you got somebody getting smarter from AI, the competition bar is being raised. It's going to be a dramatic shift in cultural aspects. It's going to be dramatic. Yes, there's a lot of people are going to get hurt. A lot of people are going to get hurt from these jobs because they're creatures of habit. They don't know that they need to be informed to constantly be training to adapt to a new type of job, a new type of job atmosphere, and they're going to get left out. And that's what you guys are doing so well at the Cetros Foundation. You're trying to make sure they're not getting left out and build in the gap, fill in the gap, and do it with deep state, deep play. I keep getting deep talent. I can't. I just hate the word deep. I hate the word deep in it because it makes me think of one other word. But deep talent. Deep talent has the right energy because you see, if you're already behind in something, well, what do you do to get ahead? Well, you take advantage of the tools that you have to your advantage and you make them work. And how do you build that up? Well, you need a company like Deep Talent. You need a company like Cetros Foundation. You need people that want to contribute to that. I mean, without that, where are the youth going to stay? Where are they going to be? Right? So the competition's going to make it rough. I'm just telling you right now, it's going to get rough out there. Listen, you guys, it's getting rough here in America. And let me tell you, it's getting rough. It's getting rough. I mean, we were talking people that own their houses, just got done paying their houses, and you would think you own your house. Well, your tax bill per year was 9,000. Now it's 13,000 a year. So are you renting the house from the state that you pay your taxes to? Do you actually own your house? I mean, so what do you have to pay your house off and still pay taxes? Like, it makes zero sense. Folks are drowning here in America, by the way. And if it wasn't for the wealth that was created in the 80s and that trickle down theory that Ronald Reagan had, where they would pass it to their youth and inheritance tax wise, we'd be in much worse condition now. But because of the greedy Wall Street bankers and the Fed doing their little manipulation with the interest rates, and then on top of it, the coup de grace is sanctioning other countries because you have the power of the fiat currency of the world called the dollar. It's an absolute joke, and everybody knows that you guys are doing the right thing. And I came here to push back a little bit because there's a whole bunch of roadblocks in your way, and you know it. But you're not sitting there not doing something about it. You are doing something. And that's why that's why I'm here. You guys do it consistently. Thank you for having me again today.
It's a pleasure having you.
It's always nice listening to you because your perspective is very, very, very valid. And just like Jim said, it is not about the challenges we have across our back, across our shoulder. We look forward. And in looking forward, we think faster, smarter, see what we can picture, because it is what you can picture that you will actually achieve. We do not give in to these challenges that are happening now, and that is why we are encouraging everyone. If you are seeing this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, share with someone. If you are job hunting, if you are looking for job opportunity, you are looking for how to be placed in a better job role, maybe where you are currently working, the salary is not giving you the best of income to sustain you, please move on to our platform, www.deeptalentplatform.com. Don't get drowned. As ensure that before you do this, you are actually the best at what you do. Don't just get yourself drowned in a place that they are not paying to keep you alive, to do the job in a more relaxed and more career growing path. Just come over here, look through what we have presently, and if we have your department, your role over there, apply for the job, and let's take it from there. It's nice having this
Right.
conversation. We want to say thank you so very much, Jim Barak. We look forward to having you. And now we do on Sundays and Thursdays.
Okay, and I got a breakthrough on, you know, I don't want to be promising in my voice, but I did. You know how the Lord works sometimes in mysterious ways. I happened to meet the person that I was actually looking for, coincidentally, about the bikes,
Wow.
and I got it, and I got his email. Can you believe it? So little things like this, you know. I wouldn't be here this long if I didn't believe in you guys. So I want to thank you guys once again,
Wow.
Doctor. And
this is good.
little things always come up. But you know what? I will play devil's advocate if I can sometimes, because I want your students, your mentored students, to understand the practicalities of what they're up against. And you, factually speaking, you two guys have the hardest job. You two have
Wow.
you have to break through with that old form of a mentality. And now there's this new frontier out there that's sitting there, like Josh and I spoke about the gold over, you know, and those pioneers ran after the gold. Well, that's what this is. This is a gold. This could be like you strike when the iron is hot. When troubled times come, the smart ones rise. That's what is happening. And you guys are keeping the faith, and that's what's important. And I got to go because my phone's going to overheat.
Thank you so very much.
Okay,
So
guys, bye.
Bye. So from every one of us, we want to say thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining this live stream. Don't forget to like, give a comment, share, and subscribe to this channel.
And let's know where you're watching from.
Yeah.
So just say, okay, I'm connecting from California, from Ghana, from Tanzania. Yes, till we come your way next time. Remain the settlers. You didn't introduce yourself that you are the king.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. Next Sunday, this Sunday, watch out. I'm going to introduce myself the way I used to introduce myself before. You know how I used to introduce myself. Dia Central. This is Dia Central, the most handsome, yakable Africanicious. Hey, I forgot him.
Adrenaline
And then I'm bumping a piece of my husband. And right beside me, I have my most sugar licking. Bye bye, everyone.
Catch you, love you. Bye bye. See you.